Hi there, I'm Frieder Hochheim, founder and president of Kinoflo Lighting Systems. We're here at the 2016 CINEC show in Munich. We're introducing our Select 30 LED. This is a new LED system predicated very much on the flexibility design that we had with our 4x4 bank. So what we've done is we've taken very much the form of our 4x4 bank. We made it a little smaller, but all the rigging capabilities that we've had in the past with the 4 bank, you can now pretty much translate that into an LED product. Now last year we introed this with a Kelvin variable setting, so we can go from 2700 through 6500. This year we're going to be introducing, also we had green magenta attenuation, so there was a lot of flexibility in designing or dialing in your Kelvin. This year we're offering a software upgrade, and that takes us into a full color mode. So the screen has now changed from what we had before into now an extended Kelvin range. So what I can do now under Kelvin, I can actually go, I can go all the way from 2500 on up to 9900 Kelvin. Okay. So very blue. So if you're in the northern climates, heavy overcast in the wintertime, it's very easy to hit 9200 Kelvin as a ambient source. So having that incorporated into this is very important.
So this is just a software change so far, like
it's all it is. It's software.
Wow. Okay.
So that's the extended Kelvin range. So what we can do now, though, is we can now jump ahead and actually go into a color mode. So now we're offering a number of presets, such as candle. So this is more like a candle flame. It's very low Kelvin. Warm white, cool white, sodium vapor. You're on the streets of sodium vapor light, that nasty orange light, and how do you gel it? How do you achieve it? Well, you can dial it in now. Mercury vapor, green screen, blue screen, and then a plethora of gels that you can select by their description. At the same time, we can also go into hue, angle, and saturation. So if you have your color wheel, 360 degrees, you can essentially navigate that as well. So,
is there like a kind of like a visual reference for color wheel on this?
So what we have is we actually have the hue angle, and if you imagine the color wheel has 360 degrees, and you just go through the entire wheel.
Cool.
And there are coarse settings, fine settings, so you can very, very minutely dial in exactly the color that you'd like. If you're in a saturated color and you want to desaturate it, you can just very simply dial out the color to the level of saturation you like to have. So again, from an effects perspective, unlimited choices. The other beauty of this is once you lay on a gel, the source Kelvin, you can dial in anywhere from 2500 to 9900.
Right.
So you're not limited to one setting, say 32 and 6500. This comes into play especially with HMI. So if you're trying to gel an HMI and match that up to an existing, you take your reading off the HMI, dial in the Kelvin you want on here, then lay your gel electronically on top of that. And you should be able to match up physical gel on an HMI with what this is able to reproduce.
Wow.
In addition to all that, we have Lumen Radio wireless capabilities, so you can link this to a desk wirelessly.
I guess on the topic of Lumen Radio too, like that came up with another product we saw as well. Like, is this now like a kind of a standard for wireless control, or what's going on?
Lumen Radio is one of a number of wireless manufacturers that are offering interfaces to go wirelessly. From our research, we're very comfortable with Lumen Radio's protocol. It's a very stable product. And these are all now being incorporated into our entire line of LED products.
Okay. And just the LED products, not the...
Yes, we actually, I think we're migrating it wherever it seems to be most appropriate. So the best place to, as we go along, is our website is a good source for accurate information.
Okay.
And always refer to that as sort of the last straw.
That sounds good. I guess with the amount of color flexibility you have with this product too, like, I mean, like, is this like a RGB LED now, or what?
What we're doing here is we're actually doing 5 color blending, and to us this is important because we're trying to get as consistent a spectrum as possible. So having 2 whites and then RGB allows us to minimize any kind of RGB spiking, It gives us high color rendering. It gives us really good control over the entire spectrum. Plus what we're also doing, for those who understand a little more about color imagery, we're tracking a black body curve. But it's not necessarily the photopic curve that what the eye sees. This is predicated on camera response.
Okay.
And so just simply having a photopic meter and looking at this, it may show that, oh, we're a little below or above the black body line. It really depends on the camera that this is calibrated to. Right now, this is calibrated to the Alexa, which we see from our market research is a dominant camera. So it may vary a little different from photopic. In other words, what the eye perceives.
Is there a possibility for other calibrations that you could just dial in? Like, say, if you
we always talk about that. That may be something we want to do in the future, but it's a tremendous amount of work to stay current with all those new cameras.
Right.
We've modeled about 20 cameras. It's a lot of work to maintain that.
Right.
So at this point, it's for our purposes in product development, so that we know that what we're doing is the right thing for the industry.
Okay. No, that sounds great.
There are other features on this, such as it's DC capable, so DC drivable. You can put a 24-volt battery on this DC.
Okay.
It's got another really cool feature where if you can run both DC and AC at the same time. So if you're doing a car rig and you want to save your battery power, you can run it on AC. And the minute you pull your AC, you're on battery power. There's no interruption of light. It's a clean transfer. Or you can use the battery as a backup system. So if you're in a critical interview situation, or say you're running on a generator where you may have some dodgy power, having the battery back up on it will always ensure that you've got a stable light output. Again, a lot of these features are coming from the field, from experience of what is needed in film production, and very often what can go wrong does go wrong, so we try to give all the capabilities in this product to minimize any of those unforeseen circumstances.
Cool. I guess on the topic of batteries now and the controller, can we just take a peek at kind of the form factor of how everything's kind of connected in here?
Yeah, if we come around to the back side.
Okay.
So what we have is we have a 26-volt V-Lock battery. And it fits onto a plate that goes onto a stand. So again, I'm keeping all the weight on the stand. I don't want to put it on the back of the fixture.
Right.
One of the features of this product is I can take the ballast and mount it on the back, eliminate the cable, and thereby simplify the cabling on the unit.
Okay. That looks like. But like, how easy is it to like change the mounting arrangement here? Does I see some?
It all. I mean, we've mounted this up for display purposes, but it all simply disengages and attaches to the back. There's a Velcro strap that holds the ballast on the back.
Okay, so these just kind of like index in the points and then you just strap it in.
They just key in and you're there.
That's great.